Hey guys, and welcome back to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. In this video we're going to take a look at the latest Nintendo 64 core. It's been a while since I've tested a core on the MiSTer FPGA. I think the last video I did was on the 25th of October for a core that I released either on that day or the day before. Now today, filming this video, it's the 5th of November and the core that we're testing was released on the 4th of November. Guys, it's just absolutely awesome. You're seeing Ridge Racer on screen now. One of the big fixes on this was the tail light, so we're just getting so many amazing updates, and it's like the fine tuning now. So the little bits that weren't quite there are now getting there. The vast majority of the library is working, and even though my gameplay on Ridge Racer sucks, definitely play it. It's a fun game. It's just a little bit different. It feels different to a lot of the other Ridge Racers I play, but it's not a bad Ridge Racer. Now, Robert has got a Patreon article that he's just released. So if you do want to support his work, check out the Patreon link in the description. You can go check it out, and he's always writing interesting articles. The cores, if you just want to use them, they're not hidden behind a paywall or anything. You can download them free from the MiSTer FPGA Discord. An invite link to that Discord will be in the description of the video as well if you want to get involved on the fun. So many games play amazingly well now. Honestly, if you haven't already, it's a great time to get into it. I'll also leave a link to a setup tutorial. The tutorial will be a little bit old, but it still applies. Just download the latest version. So when you're following the links, you're going to see the tutorial from like a previous state. Just go right to the bottom and get the latest version of the MiSTer Unstable and get the latest version of the core, and that's pretty much it. There's other bits that you need to do, but it explains it better in the video. So there's new games that are working. I'm not comprehensively going through a whole bunch of games in this video, and I'm also avoiding showing first-party games because recently Nintendo have issued some content creator guidelines that kind of, I don't know, it's just Nintendo, I guess. I'm just being a little bit safe for now until we kind of find out what's going on. But the Patreon post goes over some really good stuff, especially concerning aspect ratios and how things are working on CRTs. Then he also mentions a number of games that are fixed. He also mentioned those on the Twitter, but Diddy Kong Racing, the wrong watercolor is fixed, Pokémon Stadium 1 and 2, text and polygon artifacts have been fixed, Beetle Adventure Racing, Fog and Lava again have been improved, Ocarina of Time, color banding, and then we've got Top Gear Rally title screen and texture glitches have now been resolved. Dr. Mario sprites no longer have black boxes around them. Ridge Racer tail lights look correct now. That's what I kind of started with. Some of the wrestling games now have readable text. There's a lot of fun wrestling games on the Nintendo 64, especially the Japanese exclusive ones. They would have to be my best ones. But there's also like a whole bunch of games that are working now. So what you're seeing now is Ridge Racer 64. Guys, definitely try this out. It's fun. But there's another game like Ready to Rumble. Now guys, I like this game, but I never associated it with the Nintendo 64, and kind of booting it up and trying it out now, I was like, okay, what's up with this game? I played it on the Dreamcast. That's where I know this game from. Do you remember when the Dreamcast came out? We were kind of starved for releases, and this was actually a very fun game that came out on the Dreamcast. I think I had like Ready to Rumble round 1 and round 2. There was a sequel to it, and it's a fun game. And if you play this game, you're always more than likely, or at least with me, if there's a character with an afro, I don't know what the appeal is with the afro, maybe because I'm balding up top, I like the afro. I've always liked afros, even when I had hair. So I'll pick Afro Thunder. I was just drawn to that character. So Ready to Rumble 2 plays nice on the Nintendo 64. I just remember in my head it looking a lot more cartoony. So I'll have to check out the Dreamcast version. I don't have a Dreamcast. I play that stuff via emulation. But Ready to Rumble is working. It's a fun two-player boxing game. As you can see, I've completely forgotten how to play it. I'm getting absolutely battered by the first CPU guy in arcade mode. And also, I was a bit lazy when doing this video. Well, you know, I'm lazy a lot of the time, guys, but I actually used the 8BitDo Ultimate USB-C controller. So instead of having 4 C buttons, I was using the right analog stick for C. So I was moving the analog stick to punch buttons, which kind of made it feel closer to Fight Night than an arcade Ready to Rumble. My N64 controller was somewhere, and I was like, okay, I can't be bothered just grabbing it. It wasn't even that far. It was just underneath my desk. But hey, never mind. But yeah, Ready to Rumble works. It's fantastic. Check it out. And then we've got Beetle Racing, a game that Robert mentioned in his post. Guys, I absolutely love this game. In fact, I thought I really liked Ridge Racer, and I do like Ridge Racer, but I think F-Zero and Beetle Racing are like my favorite N64 races. If we're not talking about kart races, obviously there's Mario Kart and Diddy Kong. Mario Kart will always be the ultimate racing game on the Nintendo 64. Why? Well, because it's Mario Kart. So we're not looking at a whole bunch of games on here, but I wanted to go through some. Now, there's games I wanted to try, even though there was no talk on the Discord of them working, even though I've been quite busy, so I've not been involved in Discord chats as much as I usually am. Work and kind of maybe trying to squeeze out some other videos in between I've had to kind of limit my time of how much time I can spend on the Discord, and I do miss the place and I do miss the guys there because they're an awesome bunch of guys. Check the link to the description if you want to join in the fun. Feel free to ping me on the MiSTer FPGA Discord as well, just to say hello. I always like it when you guys ping me. But I had to try Paper Mario. I was like, okay, let me try Paper Mario. Is it going to work? And it didn't work, but you know what, I wanted to try it anyway. After Paper Mario, so Paper Mario still crashes on the same part as it did before. I thought maybe we'll go a little bit further. But in regard to Killer Instinct Gold, that game, okay, I was like, oh, am I gonna get into the move? So I picked my character. I went for my guy Saberwolf because I don't know, even though I like the move set of is it Jago? Jago, the main guy, I can't remember the name now. But the main kind of the kind of Ken kind of guy, the main guy that's there first. You know, the first character, your Ryu equivalent. Because I'm used to the moveset, I just like Saberwolf because I find him to be a cool character. But as we go into game, the game just hangs. And weirdly enough, even though my opponent wasn't Saberwolf, I've got another Saberwolf on screen. So it'll be nice once we get those working. I know Robert works hard. It's one day I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna be sleeping, I'm gonna wake up and it's gonna be like, guess what, all these additional games work. So this core is just coming along awesomely. I wanted to do a video because I've not done one for a while, but guys, honestly, the stuff they're putting out there, it's amazing. You should definitely follow Robert on Twitter because he does put out a lot of updates regarding all his work and everything that he does. So yeah, that's kind of it for this video. Just wanted to tell you guys, hey, the core's coming along. It's coming along nice. The games that you're seeing or the games that you've seen in this video, they're running on the latest version of the core. Ridge Racer, Beetle Adventure Racing, both look absolutely fantastic. But that's really it for this video, guys. I wish if I had more time, I would have done a whole bunch of games, and I wish if Nintendo didn't put out that kind of content creators guidelines. And I don't really want to get a strike on the channel. I've been grinding it for like a few years now to get where I am, and I'm hoping to kind of improve upon that. Last thing I want is like a copyright strike or anything. So no first party titles for some time until we find out exactly what's going on. But that's really it for this video, guys. I really do hope you enjoyed it. Big shout out to Robert Peip, absolutely awesome work, absolutely love it. Big shout out to all the guys on the Discord, super helpful. You know, if you want to get this core up and running, you can go on the Discord and the guys will go out of their way to help you. Really nice community. But that's it, guys. Take care of yourself, take care of each other. If you're not subscribed to the channel, then hey, a subscription and a like is super duper appreciated. I'll see you guys around. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.